guys, it's Miss English Teaches English here again, and I just wanted to come at you today because I feel like for a lot of us this is the end of the first week of remote teaching, and I don't know about you, but on Friday my brain was fried. I was exhausted. It really felt like a Friday, which was weird because all of the days have been blending together, but I have just been so at a loss. So what I wanted to come on today to talk to you about is how to quiet the mind. Before I get started, I think it's really important to recognize that a lot of what I'm going to talk about today takes practice. If we just decide, oh, I'm going to turn everything off and I am going to close my eyes and I am going to rest and everything will be perfect. A lot of the time, that doesn't actually work. There are thoughts that encroach. Our minds are always sort of like this busy thoroughfare of both positive and negative thoughts. When we're stressed, we have a tendency to have a lot more negative things going through the highway of our brain. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. It is going to take practice. I'm going to talk you through a couple of things that I think will help, if not entirely quiet the mind and allow you to meditate, sort of bring you down from a state of hyper-awareness. So the first thing that I do when I'm feeling very stressed and very overwhelmed with the information coming at me from every direction is, and this is going to sound hard because for some of us it's almost impossible, is turning off devices, turning off the television, turning off the computer, closing the laptop, turning off or silencing our phones and turning it to do not disturb, putting it away, doing whatever you need to do to remove yourself from electronic devices, which is really difficult because a lot of the time that's what we use to distract ourselves from what's going on around us. But I don't think that the use of those things are intentional. I think that they have a tendency to actually boggle us up with more information than we need. The second thing that I do is I pull out a pen or colors and paper. So you can do this in several different ways. I know people who just doodle or like sort of mindlessly scribble on a sheet of paper, and as long as you are doing that and you are 100% focused on that activity, you're not sort of using it to ponder over the bad things that happened in the day, or you're not using it to formulate some grand plan, then I think that's a really good way. One of the things that I use, I'm not actually going to show you this because it has swear words on it, but that helps me, is an adult coloring book. So I literally just bought markers off of Amazon, and I bought this coloring book off of Amazon, and whenever I'm feeling really overwhelmed, I turn everything off, open it up, and I color. I'm not going to show you everything here. This skull I colored. It's got a lot of like intricate patterns, so it allows me to fully focus on what I'm doing. The second thing that I do when I'm turning off my devices and try and come back to reality is I have a journal. Right now I've been writing in it a lot about coronavirus. I've been writing in it about my relationship, the state of my schooling, because if anything helps, it's getting those thoughts onto paper so they're no longer occupying space in our heads. Okay, so once you have sort of finished with that and you're kind of ready to take it to the next step, and this is going to be difficult for people like moms. Hi, I'm a mom. I think it's really important for you to stay mindful and kind of have a bit of a rest. So if this happens in a bathroom where you can get 5 minutes to yourself, awesome. I also do this right before bed, or I do it right when I wake up in the morning. That helps a lot because baby's not up yet. I kind of have a moment to myself. I close the door. I have a sound machine, and when I really feel like I'm going to struggle in terms of clearing my mind of all thoughts, because again, our brains are just going, I turn the sound machine on. I turn it on to any setting. White noise could work, I think. I use like rainforesty stuff. I use the storm, the waves. That helps. You can find apps on your phone that have that. It's excellent. And I fully tune my brain into the sounds. if I catch myself starting to think and have a lot of thoughts, I immediately refocus back into the sound. And in some cases, that is multiple times a minute, right? So if I'm sitting here, and a lot of people kind of envision meditation as like this, everybody's sitting cross-legged and your eyes are closed and you're chanting and you're humming and you are just in a place of absolute pure bliss. For me, that's not what it looks like. What it looks like is me grabbing 5 minutes to sit down and just clear my mind wherever that is. If it's in my bedroom, in the bathroom, if I can do it in the kitchen while everybody is doing their own thing, that's what I do. Put headphones in, listen to the sounds, actively and intentionally clear my mind of thought, and when I have thoughts coming in, actively and intentionally refocusing on the sound. Another thing that really helps while I'm doing that is smells. So that could be anything from hand lotion, a natural perfume that you really like. A lot of people are really into essential oil diffusers. I personally really like candles. So here's a candle. It's from Yankee Candle. Let's see if you guys can see that. White cedar and eucalyptus. It smells so good and it fills up the room. I think Yankee Candle is the bomb when it comes to like really perfuming an area. But some people are allergic, so whatever works for you, something that you're able to kind of associate with that time. So you're not using it all the time, you're using it at a time where you're intentionally making a choice to calm yourself down. Take a breath, intentionally focus your mind on being clear. I think you'll find that if you do this and again, I know that we all have different lives, I know that we all live in different places. I think that it's really important to carve out times for ourselves, even though sometimes that seems impossible. Trust me, I get it. I have a toddler, I have a partner, I have a dog, I have a cat. I'm taking care of a lot of different people and living things, but in order to best take care of those people, I have to be my best version of myself. And in order to do that, I have to take time, 5 to 15 minutes, I think, in the middle of the day, or 5 to 15 minutes at the beginning of your day will really help. Take a deep breath, just clear your mind of all thought, open your eyes, and then refocus, reorganize, recommit to the things that you know are priorities in your life without getting bogged down with all of the negative talk. We have a tendency to just talk so negatively about ourselves all the time when we're doing the absolute best we can. I hope this helps, and I will talk to you soon.